So y'all, what up? It has begun. Good morning. Happy after Father's Day and all that stuff. I hope everybody had a beautiful weekend. I just got on here today to tell you that it has begun. And the reason why I'm saying that personally is, well, I'm speaking personally. You know, I'm pretty much always going to be speaking personally. So what I'm talking about now is I'm just, doing me. All right, it has begun. What I'm saying here is that this new ascension process has begun. Actually, I'm pretty happy to start seeing certain things online showing up that, I'm not, like I said, I don't really try to be like, special or more specialer than anybody else, but I'm not going to lie. Like, I've had some psychic sight on some of these things for years, so don't be surprised if some of the things that I say now do become more evident. You hear more, like, influencers saying and stuff like that. So that's what I'm talking about now. There's more influencers talking about the Earth's Kundalini. Happy about that. More influencers talking about the Earth's ascension process, which our community, we're already talking about that, and more people talking about healing as a collective, which, like I said, our community, we're already talking about. So these are great things. I'm really happy about that. Another thing that folks have been talking about lately, all right, I'll just touch on this briefly because I really don't even care right now to talk too much about it. I don't care to. It's not that important to me, you know what I mean? But I've heard folks start to come out and say this, and I've perceived this years ago because I was like, this ain't one person. This ain't one person. But so far, I've noticed that some influencers are starting to say that the twin flame journey is about energy. It's not about a person. Okay? So just the same way that you can embody many different forms of energy. You could be ratchet as fuck one day and spiritual as fuck the next, or maybe the same day, or maybe the same time. Everybody's different. It's a whole spectrum. So I say that to say that even when it comes down to the so-called twin flame energy, I feel that the whole twin flame concept, it has been, and it goes back and forth with being toxic, honestly, because I think that people just resting on the fact of being attached to this one person and the push and pull and, oh, but I love my person and all this stuff. Listen, that might not be your person. Like, I'm not trying to knock nobody. It might be your person. I'm not saying, and then I'm not saying that, like, that's one thing about me. I'm not an absolutist in when I say things, and I always want you to take what I say with a grain of salt, because it's about how you receive it and how it sits with your spirit. So it's not about what I'm saying. Actually, I'll give you that clue too. It's not actually about what I'm saying. It's about how you're receiving what I'm saying and how you feel about it. And that goes for a lot of people out there too. That's actually on the flip side of me saying the good things about what the influencers are doing. I'm kind of struggling with a lot of influencers too, because I'm like, whose side are you on, buddy? Pick a side, choosy Susie. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're not for me, you're against me. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? So take it that way. You know what I mean? But anyway, like, because I'm for everybody. It's just like that, Everybody's not for everybody. So if you don't like me, all right, I'm going to take that back. I actually retract that statement. If you're not for me, you're against me. I disagree. There's some people that, I could be jumping, waving, screaming, hey, look at me, hey, look at me. They'll never fucking perceive me. They'll never see me. And that's your loss, buddy. That's really your loss. Because we're all special. We all have something to bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? I don't hang out with people that don't bring nothing to the table. So I'll put it to you like that. Because like I said, I'm for everybody, but everybody is not for everybody. And that's okay. That's really okay. I want people to grow and thrive in their own environments. And stay in your fish tank. Be a big fish. Okay. So anyway, I say that to say that, people are starting to perceive that the energy of the so-called twin flame, like, I'm over it. I'll be really honest with you. I'm kind of over it because, this is where I'm going with this statement. And I said this in another video that I posted. We both divine and karmic at the same time, folks. Yes. You don't have a karmic self? You don't have a karmic self? I always did. So that was never a question to me. And it was always a push to become divine. I never called myself a divine feminine, actually. I never did, because I never really was like really being that, and I perceived that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in karmic energy looking for a divine counterpart. Who do that? Where did they do that at? Right? That's what I'm talking about. Where do they do that at? You know what I'm saying? Like, get it right. So, you know, like I said, it's not about what I say, it's about how you perceive and relate to the to what I'm saying. So anyway, this is all going towards what I had mentioned yesterday in the video, which is that, you know, in order for me to banish the effects of, you know, these entities on my life, it has to be transformed, and that's what I began working on yesterday. So in the process of working on that, and that's why I got on this video, and I started to say, it has begun. It has begun, folks. I'm feeling chills right now. Like it has begun. I've begun channeling in a new, different way, and I'm gonna keep working in that direction, because from what you can see, what I did yesterday, and this is why I have my videos are like a raw testimonial of my journey, my flip, my wheel of fortune flip of my life. You know what I'm saying? It's very important to me. So as I began to transform the energy, I felt it, I purged. It was graphic, it was crazy, it was rough, it was like, yo, like when I went in there, it was like, oh my God, I'm in the trenches. And I'm gonna share something with y'all too about that, but it's actually an ongoing process. So I'm gonna definitely share something with y'all from my yesterday, because actually it's something that has to be repeated and repeated and repeated and repeated and repeated ad infinitum. I'm not sure, like, until, you know what I mean, I guess, like, going back to Dolo's topic, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna call it Dolo's topic, because I've been talking about my spaceship for many years, and I just told my friend, I was like, I'm about to change my whole topic, because I'm off this shit, you know what I mean? Like, I done landed. I landed. I finally landed. Like, I finally touched down. I'm here on Earth, y'all, and I'm ready to be a human being, like a cool divine human being. Like, I didn't know that for that long I was a dead spirit. I was a dead spirit in my own purgatory, just trying to climb up out of my grave. Trying and praying. That's why I do encourage folks to read Dante's Inferno, which talks about the 7 circles of hell and the 7 circles of heaven as well. So I guess there must be 7 circles of earth, because we know it's 777 blessings, right? Like, that's how it goes. Like, when you pick up on a clue, you got to dig deeper. You got to follow that breadcrumb and just keep pulling the string. Pull the string until it unravels, and then you're like, oh, I'm starting to get it now. You know what I mean? So you got to give yourself compassion on your journey, and say to yourself that it's okay if I don't know everything right now, because God knows that you don't know everything. The universe knows that you don't know everything. The Most High knows that you don't know everything. They know that you're not supposed to be perfect. You're not gonna be perfect. You know what I mean? And even I do believe that even when I get up in levels in my divine feminine self, it's not to be perfect. I don't think it's to be perfect. You know what I mean? But I think it's to be whole within myself, and able to share that wholeness with others and help them to become whole, like sealing up the egg, like we said, the aura. And that's what I'm going to work with my life coaching, is you know, healing your emotional energy, you know what I'm saying, within your aura. So if anyone bites me, go right ahead. I don't care. Like, people bite me all the time. I told you, I said in the chat when I was on Dolo's page, I was like, well, I used to be one of them kids at Union Square, my dude. Like, people used to bite me all the time, so it's nothing new. And I don't mean me, I mean me and my whole friends, like all of our friends group. Every trend that we came out with, somebody wanted to do it too. So, you know, it ain't nothing, because, you know, it's like when you following and you chasing after what somebody else is doing, they still going, you know, they're still going, so it doesn't matter, you know. It's like what Cardi B said, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Cardi B, because that was it was a really dope ass clip of her talking about people that want to be like her. And shout out to there was a tarot card reader who posted it on her page too. So anyway, I gotta go turn off my tea kettle. Y'all have a great day, and more on this later, but share with me, connect with me, talk to me, real people only. You know what I'm saying? I love robots too, but everybody loves a good robot. But I mean, I would like to talk to real folks. So thank you. No bots. Bye. Bots, stay off my page.